Good morning, everybody. It's a lovely day here in rural France. It's going to be about 18 degrees today, so I'll probably be able to get rid of the jacket later on. Right now it's still a bit nippy. But I'm off today and I'm back in Pascal, which is the main thing. So I found like a solar panel with two crocodile clips on the end, and I hooked them up to Pascal's battery, so when I'm not driving them, the sun will keep this battery kind of topped up, because Pascal has this thing where if you don't drive him for a few days, it doesn't start. Maybe it's the battery on the way out, I don't know. But so far, so good. He started up first time today. Today's going to be a day of gentle, tippy about the place jobs on the farm. Got some gate things to make. Nothing too mad. Just a few little bits and bobs. And then I think I'll just relax for the rest of the day, because it's going to be a cracker. So, well, first things first, you have to go out, get a few bits and pieces. I need bits and pieces from a house. And then I'm going to go home, tip away at a few jobs, maybe have a nap in the afternoon. It is a lovely spring morning here in rural France. And the bite has gone out in the morning. It's not cold. Well, it's cold, but it's not like freezing cold. It's just nice. It's you're able to sit outside with a nice drink and watch the world go by. And I've been cutting back on the coffee quite a lot. So one of the things I found I could switch to is hot chocolate. Because for me, mostly having a cup of coffee or whatever, it's not really about the beverage. It's about just sitting down, relaxing somewhere nice, and doing a bit of people watching. And it's pretty normal in France to go in and ask for a hot chocolate in the mornings. Same as asking for a coffee, really. So I'm kind of liking the new hot chocolate trend. It's going well for me. There is still something I need to do, and I can't remember what it is. Thought about it last night again. Nothing coming to mind. I'm sure it'll pop into my head at some stage. Gonna need that and a pencil. Where did I have a pencil? Right, my gate's up. Solid as a rock, that thing is. That ain't going anywhere. The only problem is, this isn't really a gate. It looks like a gate, but it's like I think it's like a sheep barrier. And it works fine. The only problem is when you open it, sometimes it slides back on this pin and then it kind of jams. Oh, not that one. That one's fine, actually. The other one, that one will be alright. This one here, have a look at this one. So when you open this one, see it drops back on the hinge and then it kind of jams open. That's not good for anybody. So I'm going to put a wedge here, so hopefully it'll stop the gate slipping back and it'll open and close with incredible ease. That's the plan anyway. So I want my wedge to be about 25. Right, first things first, I need a bit of wood. Bit there, do the job. No, that's too small. I know where there's a piece of wood. Get that down. Laughing. At some stage this year, I'm going to build a staircase up to these lofts, because it would be quite handy. I don't have to use a ladder every time I want to get something. I've also got a spiral staircase over there that I'm planning on putting into that loft, but I kind of need a few bodies to help me do that. So I can convince Pinky and the Brain to come down for the day. They can give me a hand. So all we need is not a very big wedge. Quite a small wedge will do us. It just needs to be a bit tapered so it slots in, and I can kind of wedge it where it needs to be. So I'd say about that long will do us. Yes, that'll do us. Let's get that done first, right. Let's make a couple, just to be on the safe side. Wedges. You can go back up there for another day. So, these wedges, anyone remember what I said? Was it 25? So, they are 35. So what I want to do, go find that pencil. That's what I want to do. Pascal, you'll have a pencil in you, won't you? Oh, you've got pencils in Pascal. Yes, you do. Good, right. So if I make it from sort of 20 to 25, that should work, he said confidently. Okay, yeah, all right, let's do that. And wedge. Well, let's see if that works. It needs to be in front of it, like that. Tap that in a bit. Yeah, will the gate still turn? Yes, the gate still turns. Does it drop? No, it doesn't. Because through the magic of carpentry and ingenuity, I fixed it. I'm quite happy with that. That'll do the job. Right, I need to tighten up the diesel filter on Pascal because it's a bit jiggly. And then go get some lunch, I think. Movember Awards 2025. Ah, that's the thing I had to do today. Movember Awards 2025. We can't wait for you to join us in celebrating the achievements of our incredible community and partners. Here's to you for making 2024 one to remember. That was the thing I had to do today. That's quite cool. When is that on? Thursday the 6th of March, 6:45, Big Penny Social, Prestley Way, London, in England. Oh, that's what I have to do this week. Well, it's not until Thursday, so that's something anyway. Thursday the 6th, and today is Thursday the 6th. Okay. Yeah, okay, so. Right, so effectively what I have to do now is get myself to London and probably get changed as well.
This is embarrassing, this matching suit situation.
A couple of standby pilots. Good morning, everybody. Well, we didn't win, but we got an award for, I think it was services to the Mo, they called it. It was a nice little plaque, the amount of money we raised for November. And it was great. Lovely night. It's great to be in a room with so many like-minded people that just kind of want to be there to raise awareness of men's mental health and prostate cancer and all that good stuff. So it was a very enjoyable night. Much fun was had. The other two are still in bed. And I've taken myself off and found an Starbucks a nice hot chocolate to get me going. I'm not sure what we're up to today because somebody didn't book the flights till last minute, so we missed out on the next flight back to France. We have to hang around in London for a bit. But there's plenty to see, plenty to do. It's really noisy, really busy. And overall, I'm not sure I love it, but I could probably bear it for a day or two. So I rang a mate of mine last night who lives near London. And he's going to come in and meet me in an hour. Maybe go for a coffee and have an old chat because I haven't seen him in a while. And then when Pinky and the Brain decide to get out of bed, I'm sure we'll shuffle about London for a bit and see what happens. Excuse me, are you Dan from YouTube?
No, that's the one.
So Pascal's conversion into a camping car has been finished. Just kidding. We're staying in a pod hotel in Knightsbridge, which is a cheap way of staying in central London. It's really tiny, but it's quite funky. Look at that. Big double bed with switches and things, and then you get a little bathroom with a shower. And I'm back to the door now. Isn't that cool? That's a great idea. Right, I think we're going to get some lunch now. So this pod hotel place is pretty new apparently. I think we're like the first people to stay in it. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. It's just we found them just after they opened. And we're in Knightsbridge, which is a pretty swish part of London. But we're able to get these hotel rooms for 100 quid, which isn't very much at all. It also means, because we saved a few quid on the hotel room, we're going to see if we can find somewhere nice to eat tonight. Which again is not something we do often either. It's early, but thought I'd get out, have a walk, maybe head up towards Buckingham Palace, because it's not too far away. And I can tell you the story about that time I met the Queen of England. Morning, Buckingham Palace. Pretty cool, huh? I've been in there. I had to go a few years ago. Well, I didn't have to go a few years ago. They invited me and I went. And it was very nice. Out the back of that palace, that one there, there's a big garden. And there's like a walk around it and there's loads of cool rose bushes. And it's a very pretty garden. I was invited there for a garden party. So I went. Had to wear a suit. I think my fashion sense has improved since, because the suit I wore to the palace was charcoal grey. I had a light blue shirt and tan leather shoes. I looked like an idiot, but I didn't care. I was invited to the palace. I had a grand old day. And the coolest thing about going there was I went in that gate, the big gate at the front there, and then you go into sort of the inner courtyard. Can't remember the name of it. And then you go into the palace. And you kind of walk straight through out onto the gardens. There's like a terrace at the back, steps down into the garden. And as I walked out that terrace in what I thought was a smartly dressed suit, the Navy band started playing the James Bond theme. That was pretty cool. I allowed myself a little smile then. But yeah, it was a great old day. So that was a few years ago now. Really good coffee and little sandwiches with the rinds cut off. Garden in there, behind the big wall, massive fence. Very pretty, very, very pretty. So you kind of go in and you mill around, have a cup of tea, give you a nice plate of like sandwiches and cakes and things. And then after a while, Her Majesty came out, wearing like a bluey kind of thing, with a hat, and Prince Philip. And up close, she's tiny. Well, she was tiny, God bless her. She's really small. And she kind of came around, shook people's hands. Have you come far? You know, that kind of thing. And when she got to me, my abiding memory is how she smelled. She smelled lovely, like someone's granny. You know, that kind of lavender, I don't know what kind of smell. Really nice lady. Yeah. The other thing about that day was you weren't allowed to take any photographs. I know this because a very nice man came up to you and said, "Sir, please stop taking photographs." But I think I have, because it was a while ago now. It was about when was it? About 2016 I went to see her. I think of a clip of one of the bands, either the Army or the Navy band, playing in the gardens when we were sitting out there. So if I can find that clip, I'll stick it in now. Right, better go give this bicycle back. And then I have to go and meet Calvin and Daniel for a little bit of breakfast before we fly home. Do you know what? Not being able to get the early flight back the other day and having to stay in London an extra day, it was pretty cool. So yeah, that's the story about how I met the Queen of England. Very lovely lady. Right, better get back and find these two because I am getting a bit peckish and then I do need to get home. So, yeah. Well, there I'm back again. It was pretty miserable today here in France. It was raining all morning. So I think I'll just have a, I don't know, lazy day in front of the fire. Maybe watch a movie and relax. I also have to get all my stuff ready for work tomorrow. So let's do that first, I think. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.